No, we don't have time. Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining us over on UDDY TV as our Gents 2s prepare to take on Grange 3s. First coverage of UDDY 2's team. We're getting kick-started here today. Boys almost ready to get things underway. Having a strong season. It's just started to ebb away from them. We'll be keen, UDDY 2s, to really stamp a marker down today as they get things started here. We'll run you through team lines at the end of quarter, just on that one. For now, Rory McFarlane. John Joe Lavin is they exchange passes at the back edge. Uddingston. Routine ball from the first touches of pushback. Go long for the start, wide left. It doesn't quite come together for UDDY, but there's still time. Just to feel each other out and work out how each other team's going to play, how they're going to set up, and what they're going to challenge each other with. It's Grange. They are trying to try and explore left side of defence and lose out early doors. Now, Rory McDonald a chance to try and work things forward. Luke Gemmell was lurking ahead of him, but can't find a way to connect the passes. You just see him. Eye for goal, Luke Gemmell. He's looking for an early opening there. JJ just move that back to Stephen Hughes, back most of the defenders right now, and a chance to survey and try and crash one forward. That's too much, and pass goes beyond. A little hand up of apology and a thumb up and appreciation and thanks as well. Hey, not afraid to do the slow, fast there. Somerville goes to the crash. He's trying to try and look for one. This time down Grange's left. Can't quite pick out Jacob Jolly, who stepped high in the wide left of the forward line. Hughes and UDDY, their turn again as they look left. Little aborted aerial. Doesn't come to anything for UDDY, and another chance through the umpire's whistle. Rory McFarlane across to Hughes. Hughes goes direct route again. This time the pass does stick. UDDY beyond the 25, battling for a little bit of space. Get it through the umpire's decision as well. Gemmell, chance right in front of the face of the goalkeeper as he's battling around. He'll win the short too. The first shot. Luke Gemmell low into the bottom right corner, and UDDY get an early goal. That'll be a good start for Uddy Mark Strachan, I should say, down on coaching duties today. It's usual Gents 2's coach you'll see in the pads in the Uddy goal, Gareth Eichen. Both of them though should be very happy. Short corner routine pays off early for Uddy and that goal up. Grange to show quick response to that goal, but first pass is loose. Hughes, his turn for a little bit of misplacement in the pass. Work down the right wall. Grange trying to twist and turn, can't find room, just beyond the 25, out of play. They'll keep possession. Too much to Andrew Doherty, able to step on, win that, and with the umpire decision he tumbles the deck, and looks like he's hurt his ankle as part of that. Time off as we give him a chance to just a little gesture for substitution from the Uddy players around. Colin Russell clearly concerned, the 2's captain. We'll take a look at some of the players who will be taking the field later on today, and a couple that have already played in the Gents Forest game that kicked off. A very busy day at Uddingston Hockey Club, and that goes Mark Strachan with the first aid. One of those duties from a sideline coach across to go check on Andrew Doherty as he helps him to his feet. Just very ginger on that left foot. Well, Andy, I hope you're very quickly feeling better than it looks right now, because that looks like a sore one. Just smiles as he in conversation with Mark Strachan as they make their way off the pitch. And he's looking more comfortable, I should say, as he makes his way towards the sideline as well. So hopefully for Andy it's just a sore one in the contact, and back in training in the midweek as well. Maybe even see him back on the pitch today, but for now he makes his way off, and Uddy just reshuffle the pack. We're back underway. A touch through the middle as Fraser Ross involved in the play and can keep things moving. Hughes. McFarlane sees the space in the left, just a little gesture as the ball's played from Luke Gemmell there, just too far down the left side. Gemmell hadn't just tracked his way across that one. Scott McWilliams trying to find a bit of space right down by the baseline now. What room can he work? Devious little twist and turn there to try and find a bit of room. You hear the slap of the sticks together as well. And he's held on to possession. Pass out pops up, and Jonjo hasn't just been able to get under control, can work it forward. Ross now, edge of D, trying to help it in. Rory McDonald, and then Gemmell just pulls it wide. Another sighter there for Luke Gemmell, a chance to add to the tally. Grange just a little bit loose there, but able to hold it back in defence and try and work things forward into the foot of Gemmell, and they'll be able to take this beyond the 25. The aerial attempted but aborted. Now, Uddy, another chance to counter as they break within the D. Decisions go against Uddingston as the challenges went thick and fast there. A little risky pass from Grange, but it finds its man, and perhaps one of those that looks risky from up here, but perhaps a little bit more comfortable for those on the pitch is Hughes. JJ, and we've got Russell to his right, he'll use him. Keep things moving down right, just find the pressure too much. Connor Campbell just takes a slow one. Is that attempted clearance? Uddy looking to try and recover ball early. Will do. Spotted the top of the head of Andy Doherty moving about just over the dugout, so no medics, no doctors, no apothecaries required for that one. Blast the whistle. Pick up from Russell, takes it over the halfway line now, a chance to move things quickly. Campbell trying to find a way to pick it. Gamble just goes behind him and picked up by the Grange defender. Now the visitors. We've had too much to shout about when it comes to going beyond the 25. We've got a chance now though, approaching the D. Chance to take an early pop at goal. Comfortable save out of Aiken there. We'll get a couple of those. Just to settle any nerves, not that he seems like someone who's nervous between the pads. Uddy again giving a bit of space, build things out from defence, go direct again to try and pick out teammates. Oh, misplayed. Door stays open for Adam Perriman. He would recover again, he's Adam Perriman, and now open the door for Luke Gilmore, a drive forward, and Campbell sweeps in. Uddy 2 up in quarter one and really taking a bit of control on that one. Campbell. With umpire decisions able to advance as well. Now Gemmell, chance to drive, can't find a way through the white shirts in the initial. Now as it bobbles up to Russell, Colin Russell work, and the two umpires make two different decisions now. Just a chance for confusion to reign, but clarity looks like it's about to be restored as the play will be brought back. Gives me an excuse actually for a shout out in thank you to the Uddy umpires that have taken this one on. To Uddy umpires for this one. Usually it's a reciprocal arrangement where it's 2 for home, 2 away in these sort of circumstances. Kirsty Ratton and Andrew Nico with whistles for today. Really well brought foot there from McFarlane, and yeah, so important to have umpires in. We do thank them for their effort, the hard work they put in, and for a good few of them it will be juggling games along the same time. Kirsty, though, thankfully her game was in the midweek instead, so she's had an easier time of it today perhaps, as the challenges keep coming in, and strong blast in the whistle will tell you it's as much a warning to the Uddy players for that challenge as it is a stoppage and a chance for Grange to bring those white shirts forward. We'll have ball just shy of the 25. Just lay it back for Somerville now. How about the crash in? Takes a nick off the foot, and then looks like we'll settle just for long for Grange. Not had too much of a look at this end of the pitch, only a couple of sniffs. Now, chance to build on the territory they've got right now and try and force a couple of chances. First drive in is blocked, and the blue wall steps forward. Chance to charge. Andrew Doherty back on. Causing chaos down the left now, right down the baseline. Going to try and cut it back. Scott McWilliams. Uddy happy to work that back, and now JJ can pick up. Give a little bit of 3D skills to keep that under control as well. McFarlane, what does he see as he drives this one across the face of the 25 and avoids a few people. Just looking to unlock the Grange defence there, not quite the right option. Grange still trying to build out again this time with the left, and now work through the middle. Still a little bit of whose line there as the ball goes spare, and umpires say it's Uddy foot. That is the long bomb from the aerial, just evades a couple. And Uddy can't clear properly. The line pass looking for the baseline there. Finds the actual line rather than the player that's been hovering over there. Campbell, chance to drive and take the pop at goal, wins the short as the challenge comes in. The first short corner gave us our opening goal. We've obviously ran beyond the time on our clocks. Obviously Andy down with that ankle injury means we'll run on a few extra minutes. Corner 2, McFarlane sees it tipped away, and now Perriman trying to help it goal bound. Still not away, now Perriman again to the keeper and behind. Found quickly, as soon as it got to him, across to McFarlane. that is where quarter one comes to a close. You might be able to tell the weather in Uddingston is just starting to turn. The rain's starting to come down as you see the Brawleys out in force. Ah dear. One of those Scottish springtime reminders. Well, I mean, plenty for Mark Strachan and Gareth Eichen to be happy with after quarter one. Ruddy taking advantage, 2 goals up at the break. For Grange, look, it's certainly feasible they'll be able to turn things around. 3 quarters, there's plenty of time to make that happen. And they have had a couple of little spells where they've started to show territory and start to threaten the Uddy goal. They'll be hoping for a little bit more of that as the game wears on. For now though, as we watch Uddy just pass on a couple of instructions, that quarter one perfect chance to make those little changes, to have a think about what you've seen the opposition do, what you want to adapt to. Those instructions now passed on. A couple of rotations can happen at the break as well, as the few who get a chance to take a little bit of a longer rest now. Grange make their way back out as well. I know they want something better from quarter two to take into that halfway mark. For chance we'll see more of the same for Uddingston though. 2 goals in that first quarter. 2 more in quarter two would put the home side in command and control of this tie. JJ in to Doherty. That's a lot in the pass to Russell, but it comes together as a little reverse. Trying to look for the front line, doesn't quite come off for the defender. Another chance to pick pockets and try and work things forward again. We'll do via the sideline. Column having to leave it for Andrew Doherty. Again, we've seen it a couple of times this game so far. He's not afraid to take the ball from that more advanced position and work it across the back line, try and find those openings, try and tease apart the Grange defence. Little tip there from Gemmell there. But a flair touch that the front line's trying to bring as well to help unlock that defence, do their part too. For Grange though, it's more often been stout and firm defending that's helped them turn over possession here. We have one option in the middle, looking for more coming in support. Stuck down by the corner and the baseline, just twisting, turning, trying to find a way to find teammates. It's a good connection through, just can't drag it into the D. Play still continues the far side. Decision goes Grange's way. They can keep the pressure on now. Good drive in, door opens for Grange. First proper look at this, and they'll win the short too. Only one clear opening really from open play in quarter one. It's only taken just shy of 2 minutes to get a good look at goal there for quarter two. So now from the short, can they muster something even stronger? Somerville straight at the feet of Eichen. How about the follow-up? Poured away. Still trying to make good the clearance, and Grange keep control of ball when the umpire's whistle. It's just outside the D. And they look for the quick restart. Trying to find outcomes of the D, but it's not coming for Grange at the moment. Ball back out, and another chance. Just won't clear for Uddy, and the umpire's whistle will make it stay down on that bottom end. Somerville wants to more direct the crash option. Bobbles about in the face of D, and again, Uddy just too much in the tackle, and keep handing Grange these opportunities at the edge of D, and got to imagine that pressure's going to start to tell. That one though, too much on it as it drives across the face of goal and wide. Hughes. He's trying to smash one forward. Little deflection will take it in the path, and the air turn. Going to restart just the edge of D. Perhaps just pull back to the long corner instead. Anyway, he's trying to force this into the D. Grange trying happy to let that one run out, and it runs out, and they'll just return the head out and move things again, move things across their back line. Trying to pick a pass early, but it's cut off. I think Gemmell, as he slides into that one, it's the reason for the blast of the umpire's whistle. Grange perhaps a little bit too quick trying to play that one out. Maybe the same thing again. Is Russell able to seize on that ball? Carriby on the 25, blue shirts ahead of him to pick out. Goes the pass across the D. He only picks out those in white though. Trying to barrel through the challenges that Grange midfield and beyond the 25, but there's Rory McDonald, lovely pick off. Now, chance to step forward, look, goes the aerial route. Got two options, but it's the keeper that comes out, swings the glove, batters it away. Oh, little mistrap, and Uddy, the air turn to show a bit too much haste. Not quite enough speed. Another chance for A4 for the Vissick side. They're going to start looking for more chances to test the Uddy keeper, and not quite finding it at the moment. They know as this quarter wears on, they're going to want something to show for it by the time they get to the halfway mark. For now though, Doherty with the 3D skills just collides, and then the Grange players complain as the ball's knocked away. Hughes, now McFarlane. So to get us restarted again. Play across the back three. They just find themselves picked off in the middle of the pitch, but again the pass is still a little bit loose from both sides. Gemmell. Now a bit of chance, bit of time to drive across the baseline. As he bought the outcome, he has. Wins the foot. Ought to get another look at a short corner. for Grange, who started quarter two with intent with a side that was looking to try and half the deficit. Now the focus turns to making sure it doesn't increase that. PCD required to stand firm. Donald McFarlane. And now Gamble takes a nick, but only stick to stick, so out and behind, and it's Grange ball. For trying to help things forward through the middle. Hughes. Nobody go direct down. Our own right, Campbell. In front of D, trying to work things forward. It's Grange body. To keep possession, keep the threat. McDonald can do his part in the recovery as well, trying to link up with teammates, but pass goes astray. Chance for Grange again to stretch legs and carry forward into the attacking zone. Somerville trying to carry forward and do the captain's job of doing it all himself, but needed more support from teammates as Campbell and Nuddy in the blue shirts come forward again, looking for Perham, and the pass picked off, but Gemmell can try and profit from the scraps, turning, looking for him to try and strike this one. Gemmell! Certainly for forwards, can't blame them when the space opens up like that to take a pop at goal. Doesn't quite come together for Luke Gemmell. Can't add to his first, the opening goal of the game. Grange got the aerial route down the left flank, find the way to make that stick, and now a chance to drive edge of D as the challengers come in heavy. And the driven pass looking for a forward in the D, can't pick them out. Hughes. Colin Russell. Doesn't quite happen for Gemmell as the ball gets caught underfoot. He's turned just an aborted pass through the middle of the pitch, opens the door for Grange to step onto this one, and as time ticks on in quarter two, they're going to be looking for something more from this quarter, something to take into the break. Only a few minutes left, 5 or so left of this first half of action. The quarter two, a lot more cagey, a lot more fought over. Should say, for those of you tuning in, I'm afraid to say the weather is not super fantastical here at Uddingston, but it does give me a good excuse to remind you that the hospitality suite, if you're coming down later on, is open from 12 to 6. It's a warm spot, serves drinks, has snacks. You can sign up on Timo and you find your passes to get access on there. So a good excuse to hide from what is not the nicest March day in Scotland. As challenge comes in heavy and Gemmell sent sprawling. Did look like the Grange defender was getting to the ball there first. Gemmell just trying to ease himself back to his feet. See the growing numbers of the ladies' forwards as they amass. They're pushed back at half-1, so follow directly this game. Unfortunately for them, or fortunately, depending on how they feel about our cameras today, that we'll bring ours down at the end of this one. They're then followed by the ladies' twos at 3 o'clock. The gents' threes will see us out at 4:30. A full calendar. I wasn't kidding when I said that earlier. Uddingston Hockey Club today. It's been a busy one. Also had a game last night, the under-16s in the Scottish Cup final for that age group. Really hard fought game, and they'd done really well to get to that position, but ultimately went down to Grange on the night. It was a fantastic effort though, both on the night and to get to that stage goal, so really well done. Just commiserations for the result not quite going our way that night. Grange now a chance to play out from the back. Pressure from Uddingston comes. The blue shirts start to step forward, start to swarm. Pass down his left space through the middle as the ball connects, but white shirts surrounded by blue as the challenges come in, but the challenges haven't come in legally, and Grange get another chance with the ball. Lift into body, and Uddy, from looking like they needed to feel something dangerous, can just take a breather. Hughes just able to help that one along, and now Russell works it through the middle. Ross. Azadi finds some fluency. Campbell trying to lift this one into D. That'll be dangerous though. Now Grange trying to turn this game into a bit more of a basketball type tie, going end to end. Try and find some tempo, find some energy. I'm sure some of it is just to try and keep yourselves warm. And there's no shame in that, guys. It's the aerial bombs forward, bombs beyond everyone, and out behind. A little rotation sees Rory McDonald on, and Scott Williams place, and now driven ball forward, picked up by Perriman, can't quite hold on to it at the edge of D as the Grange defender wins out, and Huddy try and pen our visitors back in. Allows McDonald to pick up the pass and work it across. Doherty. Oh, made himself a little bit of room there, and still twisting and turning, but can't find a way to force it goal bound. And Bulldog spared. Further call into action. Might be more coming his way though. He'll find his pass picked off though, and now Surrey defence that needs to worry. Still trying to careen forward. Just a couple of the pickups just not quite coming together for Grange. Another pass that isn't held as Mark Pennycook making himself felt in the middle of the park there and able to try and drive his team forward, but just need to turn those into shooting opportunities if you're watching from a visitor's perspective. Should say I'm not super out of breath, and that's the boys in the field. I'm afraid the wind is getting into the microphone equipment, I'm being told, so apologies if you're hearing that kind of rustle through. It's affecting the sound quality today. The good news is if you're watching, I'm going to safely assume you're not watching and you're also on the sidelines here, you're sheltered from it somewhere nice and warm and cosy. We are vaguely similar. We're vaguely similar from the UDDY TV bit is how to keep things moving in Doherty. Andrew Doherty over the 25, trying to feed it in the D. See what he was thinking there, just couldn't pick out a teammate. Ferocious in the tackles there as gets a little bit scrappy. Final few moments of quarter two. Our time says it's run out, but now it has. It's going to say the usual spiel of our clocks aren't synced, and well, umpires obliged me by blowing for end of quarter, end of half as well, as Uddingston took the good 2 goals in the opening quarter, have the home side feeling pretty good in not super fantastic conditions, as we said a couple of times, that rain pouring down here at Uddingston Hockey Club, but plenty to warm you from action in that first half. Grange, meanwhile, will be feeling like they need something more in quarter 3, quarter 4. I want to see a bit of a juxtaposition of quarter 1 and 2 and quarter 3 and 4 in terms of a turning of the tide, a change around in the fortunes, something more, no doubt there. What I will do though is we are going to take a couple of seconds just to get a breather ourselves. We'll let you do the same. We'll be back for quarter 3 as it gets started. You see the boys taking on instructions and passing on a little bit of feedback between themselves as well. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Well, that's us ready as quarter 3 looms. I'm afraid to say, as you can see, the weather hasn't got much better. But we'll be hoping the action on the pitch can match quarter 1. Grange ready to get it started. Started to do for quarter 3 is Adi. Look to build on a strong quarter 1, like we say, but quarter 2 certainly more hard fought over. Grange starting to grow into the game. The Grange 3 side who are in the regional 2 about mid-table, but they've got a couple of games in hand, so they'll certainly be looking at the fixtures upcoming, the catch-up fixtures as it were, as opportunities to turn that mid-table position into something further up. It's not so much on the cards to play for, but every win that pulls you a little bit further, knowing that others don't have those games to play, will have you feeling a little bit better about how that season's gone. Well, Uddy 2s today, and the final couple of games are about securing that second spot in the playoff place. Comes along with it. Look to work their way into the regional 1s. Battling in the middle, but again, Uddy too strong in the challenge. Umpires will pull them up for it now. Grange, Somerville able to connect beyond the 25, but teammates are just struggling to hold and move as the blue shirts start to crowd around them. And another look at this one. Somerville goes left this time, the pass bobbles and away from teammate. Little hand up of apology. Stephen Hughes' turn for the little miss trap. Another hand up. Yep, I know. That one didn't quite go to plan. Pressure comes quickly from Adi's. Grange from the umpire position. Another player down hurt. It's like Andrew Doherty. Not the hurt one, but I think accidentally there, as he went down, just rolled into a Grange player, and just a little bit ginger in the aftermath as well as Mark Pennycook. Oh dear. He's back to his feet and just hobbling around here. Just need to run that one off. He looks like he's moving a little bit better now. He's ball driven, catches foot, and chance for Grange just at the edge of D. Starting to turn this pressure now. So the same at the start of quarter 2. It's just about turning this into outcomes, into challenges on the goalkeeper. Things to make the early defence work. That's what they'll be looking for. Can they create it? Somerville wants to crash in. Picked off. It's just not even getting too deep into the RED. That'll be the frustration. As Gemmell gets a chance to stretch his legs and charge forward. Got Adam Perriman ahead just to try and work this one across to, trying to link up. Caught in front of the goalkeeper. 2 or 3 attempts, and the third one is tapped beyond. Adam Perriman on the score sheet now as well. Another one you'll have seen a good few times for the Gents 2s in the results posts from the start of the week. He gets another one to add to the tally. There is just a quick discussion with the umpires. Just want to make sure that the goal still does stand. Once bitten, twice shy and all that, but it does. And chance to remind you of the beauty of hockey if you're someone watching without too much knowledge of it. The two umpires means we do get that little discussion, that chance to say, did we see that correctly? Did we call that correctly? And in the discussion, we get the decision. The decision was goal. Uddy are 3 up. Russell, Doherty, and Uddy trying to make good again. Oh, Andy Doherty, how about that? Oh dear. You tell the camera's on, boys. A little attempt at an Alan Shearer. Andy Dock smashes that one in just from edge of D. The Twos will want to head to the playoffs feeling good, feeling in good form and good fettle, and showing it today. McDonald just tries a cute little reverse into the D to cause problems. Uddy can still profit from it. Hughes just evades the pressure as it comes up looming behind him. Now McFarlane. Pop up goes into McFarlane. Grange think it's their ball, instead it's Uddy, and chance for McDonald to drive in. Faces that one across the face, but there's no taker. As Gemmell scampering across, he'll pick it back up. His turn to try and send one in. McDonald's turn. Can't keep a hold of it in time to get the shot in. Russell. Apologies for getting any little interference there. See the weather. Hopefully not causing any problems with the microphone, but see a little shrug between himself and producer today, Leo O'Leary, at the little noise there. But hopefully we're all good and you're hearing us still loud and clear. The weather today, it's less gremlin in the system, it'd be more a hippopotamus, wouldn't it? They keep it moving about the back line, just pressure off. If this scoreline can try and pick their moments, don't need to rush, don't need to hurry, can feel comfortable in control of the tie. Grange, they know get back into this one. A comeback's got to start soon. Campbell got options ahead, can pick out Gemmell, can't quite keep it under his spell as it runs beyond and behind. You just see the little look up to the sky in frustration afterwards. He knew that was a big opening. Hold the shout is Grange trying to survive the pressure from the front line. Challenges come in. It is Grange's ball. I'm not quite sure what the slowdown is for, but perhaps just the volume of the challenges. Bit of confusion between the umpires just in terms of the aftermath of the decision, and see if any more comes from it. But for now, Grange able to advance. Doesn't look like there's any more. That perhaps just a misunderstanding there, but Uddy, you want to work things forward. Adam Perriman, he's got Luke Gemmell in support. Gemmell! Perriman! Oh, blocked on the line as both keeper and defence do their work for Grange there. Baldock put Buddy on the line early doors in the pads, and then didn't quite catch who the defender was that kept that one at bay on the line from Perriman. As Uddy went looking for 5. Lovely little turn away, by the way, from Williams in a chance. With that central Ross. Another great run from the Grange 95 as he charges forward, trying to make himself a nuisance. Michael Mallon played his part in trying to drag his team forward today, and that another chance that started to open up in the D doesn't quite come to anything for the visiting side. They'll be frustrated to not capitalise a little bit more on the spells they have had. As the game gets more stretched, it looks like it's only going to lurch further in the home side's favour. Cute little sequence of passes allows McDonald to drive this one across. Door opening again, just across the face of the goal there, across the penalty spot, but no takers this time. Oh, good recovery from Gemmell. Another chance to drive into the D. Lift into Grange keeper. Well fielded, and he could have made better of that chance. You see that again as Gemmell from the opening just tries to lift it effort. Get another chance now. He can't quite get the stick on. How about the follow-up? Grange keeper and all sorts of bother as he steps out of D. Heart and mouth stuff with Uddy now driving into the D. His chances still keep coming, and now from the short they'll get another. Always a danger for the goalkeeper when you barrel around, when you step out, that sometimes you're throwing your weight around like a hippopotamus, but it just can put you in all sorts of bother. Air swing as he tried to get things cleared. Had a lot of good moments, but perhaps that one Tom Baldock will want back. Now Rory McDonald. He's back for Gemmell. A little tip. Oh, lovely move from Uddy. They extend the lead again. Short corner so often product of a lot of work on the training ground. You can see what the idea was there, just the deflector at the back post, able to just tip that one past the Grange 3's goalkeeper. And Uddy finding some groove now. Not done for the quarter either. There's another turnover, allows him to charge forward, but as you saw there, the plate out and behind. Gemmell wants to keep things moving, puts too much on the pass though. Just a chance as well while the play goes quiet, just to remind you of how you can keep up with us on social media. It's at Uddy Hockey, it's Facebook, it's Instagram, it's Twitter or X. Probably should be calling it X more now, shouldn't I? We've also got content across TikTok as well. You like your clips from previous games, you'll find them on Instagram and TikTok. We've made a lot of effort in terms of putting up some of our favourite moments from games gone by. I'm sure there'll be a couple that make the cut from this one as well. UddingstonHockeyClub.com, our website as well. All your news there. Don't forget, if you're a club member watching this one, as always, Timo, your place to go for the most up-to-date information. If you're watching from Grange Precision, thank you very much for joining us. And a reminder, if you're not, just to get across Grange's social media channels. I know a lot of effort goes in for Grange for those as well. So if your team is supporting all the platforms they use. Uddy again able to affect the turnover. Able just to hold possession. Stephen Hughes just trying to keep things calm and moving. In the Uddy defence, it takes a nick off the feet. And Uddy can settle. Settle in this quarter, they really have. And they're looking to settle in, they are not settling. There's another chance goes by as Uddy look for 6. Another tip at the back post there, doesn't come together. I think that previous joke might have worked better written down, but for now, Grange with a hill that is getting higher by the moment they climb. Can they do before break for quarter 3 into quarter 4? Had their moments as we've flagged a couple of times, but just need to turn that into something more. Tertiary keeper, plenty of games in hand after this one as well to Grange to improve on that mid-table position. And certainly be looking to keep themselves away from the bottom couple of places. A couple of points clear, a little bit of a cushion, and then, like I say, the games in hand will give you a little bit of hope for that as well too. Work across, but pass just shows too much, and Adam Perriman in the challenge too strong too. Farland. They can't work it through the middle this time. To pressure in that central area tells for Grange. A little too much in the challenge again from Uddingston. Opens the door for Grange to keep carrying forward. Some solo carries that are putting them into bother as the blue defenders get in the way, turn the ball over again. Doherty. With the right defender, McFarlane, he gives it him back, and a chance for Andy to try and bring this beyond the 25. So tumbling to the turf again. Won't matter though, that's where quarter 3 ends. I thought we were having a little stop just to see what the outcome of that decision was, but the decision was that we're done with quarter 3, and quarter 3 that sometimes feels a bit like trains on the tube, to be honest. Feel like you're waiting for ages, then a few of them turn up at once. That was the case for the goals for Uddingston, taking it from 2-0 to 5-0 by the end of quarter 3. A lot to be happy with from the home side's perspective as the game started to open up, started to get a bit stretched. Grange knew they needed a push for more, and punished for trying to open things up as we take a look at a couple of the goals from the quarter. Adam Perriman got a couple of bites at this one, unable to force home. sets up a quarter-4 that Uddingston, no, they don't really need to do too much aim, just manage the game and see it out from here. I'm sure there are a couple of the young guys who will be hoping to either add to their tally today or find themselves on the score sheet as well, but as much a test of just making confident and comfortable in this one. For Grange, league's second lowest scorers, it would take something substantial to really get the nerves jangling. As always with hockey, we've seen how quickly things can change even within a quarter. Don't write anything off just yet. He's take another look at that short corner that added that 5th for Uddingston. A few seconds left before the start of quarter-4, so neat little tip. Had Uddy in a good spot as the players make their way back out across. I can tell you, for those of you at home, I don't know how well the cameras pick it up, but the weather, yeah, still not fantastic. Still not fantastic. So if you're planning coming down for later fixtures, please do. It's great to see the guys get their support and the games to follow as well. All the Uddy teams worthy of your support today if you can make it across the club. I should also note, just another reminder then, that if you're wanting to watch the games from the warmth, don't forget, over on Senior Timo is your chance to buy your passes for the hospitality suite. It's a warm space. I can tell you for certain there are radiators in there that'll keep you out of the cold. There's drinks and there's snacks available as well, so get your passes on that. You can even get half-season passes for the remainder of the match days we're going to have here between now and end of season. McDonald trying to make a nuisance of himself in the middle, but it's the umpire's decision that goes against him. They look to carry things forward quickly, really trying to step up the tempo when it comes to the counter, but that one has too much on it, that pass. And just a reminder of the games that are following this one, if you're planning on coming down, or if you're planning on jumping across if you're somewhere else at the moment and trying to keep up on the go. Next up, ladies 4s are in the half-1 slot, or you can dash across the steps for the ladies 3s who are there for half-1. Uddy looking for the opening. Gemmell again, just trying to turn and work, and the chance flashes past the goal. The range keeper does enough again. And a few busy moments, and that's another one. Him and his defence, they've done enough to stifle and prevent a 6th. Ladies 2s are, just to continue that train of thought from earlier, ladies 2s are your 3 o'clock game here at Uddingston Hockey Club. They take on Dunfermline and Carnegie. And the Gents 3s will see out the day in the half-4 slot. The only away day, I should also say, because I haven't had a love normally, find them on here, the Gents ones, but they're off to Edinburgh, take on Inverleith, and they are pushed back 2 o'clock. So hopefully, if you go to them, I kind of hope you're already on the road, to be honest. All the best of luck to all our teams competing today, and what has been not the nicest day. Hopefully it's a little bit nicer in Edinburgh for the Gents ones at least. As Uddy, despite the difficult weather, have made it look good on the pitch. Is Gemmell, another chance to drive. How about this one? And then the follow-up. Still not clear, as Uddy just can't make good the opportunity there. Had a few looks like that. I'll be disappointed that they haven't converted more. Tom Baldwick really, though, can take the plaudits for out quick, making that decision difficult and stifling enough before support came from the white shirts. too many options as Grange turn this one over to work things forward quickly. So much so is the nature of just getting numbers and bodies back in to defend. This is the outcome, that it can sometimes make it harder to play out and allow Uddy to heap on chances, and chances will continue to follow, like this one from the short. Well, first short corner of the game had this get the opening goal through Luke Gemmell. We've also seen another one, slightly different routine with the tip at the far post. Have a look at a couple of different options. There's still Rory McDonald on injection duties, no shuffling of the pack. Ready to send this one in for Gemmell. Wants this direct again. Bulldog just puts the toe out, pushes that one away from danger. Little help on as Grange explore the right. Chance to push down as well, and the challenges again. Uddy guilty of a few of those heavier ones as the opposition push beyond the 25, and they're punished more severely for it this time. Short corner for Grange. Now from an opportunity for Uddy at one end, Grange. Well, the Grange threes will want something to take back, and well, this could be an opening to do that, try and affect change in quarter four. What can they muster from this short corner routine? Is Uddy try and hold them firm. Somerville wants to work that one across, the driven shot blocked, and hands Uddy back the ball. Another chance goes for Grange. Just not been their day today. Campbell, Uddy look to reinforce the fact that it has been theirs. Gemmell. A little move across in the charge, still going. Boldock called into another save, and his defenders oblige him with the rebound as well. Just again, that struggle to clear lines is Colin Russell able to pick things off, and with the umpire's whistle as well, Uddy keep the territory. They might have conceded possession, but they'll get it back from the sideline. JJ's got options to his left, but he's going to carry through. Able to work that one across, and Bulldog can only half clear. And Uddy sweep in 6. Add another to the tally for Haran Perriman, who I must say I haven't been tracking Gordon more. The Gordon who has the spreadsheet with all the top scorers. I'll have to pick his brains at the end of today, but Haran Perriman certainly one you'd expect near the top of that list, and adding another couple today. No doubt I'm going to get a WhatsApp message saying, actually, there's a few others that have nudged ahead of him, but for now, we'll believe that one. And for Grange, short corner from one end to t'other. The chance missed, just starts to hurt that little bit more. Had a good recovery in the middle as well. To work the left, finding space on the sidelines are Uddy and Campbell. Still lifting at the body, he's penalised for. Somerville. back is the hand gesture from Mark Strachan. Be keen for the Gents twos, who holding on to, I guess, what you'd call a clean sheet. I mean, the rain is. He's tipping down pretty hard. I'm assuming it's not too dirty by now, but holding a Grange side to no goals. We'd be keen for that to persist through the end of quarter 4. Don't want to hand them too many easy opportunities, too many gifted passes like that one. Visitors look to turn and find a way forward. Foot and allow them to continue the pressure. Mallon, just leave that one, let teammates start quickly and inject a little bit of energy, a little bit of momentum. Perhaps is down the baseline. Now a chance for Mallon to drive that one in, but it pops up and it'll be Uddy ball. I'd say to Mark Strachan earlier, I should say earlier, it was last night, about he didn't need to worry too much about the microphones picking up, given they're at either end under our towers. That booming shout of instructions to Adam Perriman, I think, might have been picked up. Too much left to tweak or to change for either side as time is ticking away from us in quarter 4, halfway through, over halfway through. Now, what more does this game have left for us in store? Good little recovery, but the Grange defender being pushed back and back and back as that goes. Pressure, able to work it out though. That's good recovery, Pennycook, and now Mallon is. Grange 3s try and play their way ahead of that defensive structure. So trying to move things about, bait the press forward, and then try and find the gaps behind. And that's a good way to do it. The recovery midfield, and now Uddy being urged back to try and help out. Not too many white-shirted options ahead of them. Campbell able to regather again as he pushes down the left side. Had a bit of joy dropping off into those spaces. Williams with a recovery. Gemmell thinks he spotted a decision. I think it just pops into Foot, and the Grange player down in the aftermath of that challenge, just feeling it a bit. Captain Somerville just back to his feet quickly though, and hockey players made of sterner stuff, as you can tell from the knocks we've seen today for both sides. Uddy looking for that crash ball in. It just gets a bit scrappy, a bit messy, and Grange with the turnover. Mallon, too much on the pass. It's just been a bit of a tale of that for Grange at times as well, that too eager in the pass, sometimes not quite finding the right radar there. We have a lot of camera coverage of the pitch, but there you got an insight into quite where we can't reach, right in those corners. Very hard for the cameras to pick up, but ball recovered. Ready for the final stages of quarter 4. Hughes might get a thank you card for that one. Big driven ball down the left side, the forwards not chasing that one down. Somerville trying to step out, but challenge from McDonald picks him off, and now Gemmell pulls it wide, hands on head, Mark Strachan, and he's not the only one, as Uddy went looking for 7, perhaps should have been 7. Bulldog did well at a narrow angle, perhaps from that camera angle you might have got a glimpse that maybe trying to put it his other side would have been the better option, but all happening very quick and make it sound like it's easy. You'd be assured it is not. Grange carry through the middle now. It's been a tough one today. Can they get something that lifts the spirits on a damp March day? And they kick to baseline. Still going and able to win the short for his side too. And he's PCD called into action again. Had to field a few. Done well so far. Not sure if that's a Grange player just as part of the switch or wasn't aware that he could be forward. They had another one late on from the setup. It allows them a couple of different options top of D. That's Colin Russell just a little bit too eager. Thinks he saw the play starting and jumps quickly, and in the full start Uddy will defend this one lighter. It's left from Mallon, just strike that one into McFarlane. Pops up, and Miko happy to say that's another short. Because it's a rerun, poor Colin Russell's busted a gut to get back to try and help with the defence. He's got to make his way all the way back to the halfway line and just see this again. Grange just again a little bit of a reshuffle to the setup. Is this a different routine they've got in mind this time? Another jump. Certainly one with a little bit of over eagerness, a little bit of frustration as Rory McFarlane, the latest to be banished back to the halfway line. Now just a three-man defence as the white shirts look like a wave to crash forward. Is that another? Little gesture of frustration. Look, it is another, I should say, but it's from Grange as the injector's now going to be sent to the halfway line. We will at some stage get the short corner done in all accordance with the rules. Is how about this time? Somerville going to take this one himself. Aiken can't keep it out. Grange do get the rewards for their efforts. Mallon gets the final touch just to make sure of it. Battled hard today, Grange. It's not been the easiest tie. Go back across with at least the goal to celebrate. Just if the Scottish hockey stats are right, they're 15th for the season. Should say when you look at those numbers as well. Another reminder. We've said a few times that Grange is their 11th game. There are a couple of teams around them that are already on 11 or 12-13 at the start of today, so this may not be one of the games they were looking at, expecting to try and pull themselves away from that pack that stay at least second bottom or higher. Uddy look to try and find a riposte to that goal for Grange, and it just on the edge of D takes a nick off the legs, and Mallon hand to head. It's a little sheepish at that one. Campbell just lay it back. Now will the crashing come? JJ in the tip. Baldock forced into a kick high save, and now shot across the face and in the net actually. Fine hit. Uddy were looking for a post, they found one. 7-1. It's the last act of the game. It's an interesting parallel in the end to the game last night. Uddingston under 16s girls against Grange under 16s girls ended with the same scoreline. Uddy getting a goal in quarter 4 to at least have something to cheer. And I can tell you the girls very much did enjoy that. Goal went in and made sure to celebrate properly as well. Grange too have a little bit at the end of this one to cheer as they will head back across the 7-1 defeat to Uddingston, who at times were really rocking and rolling. Fine form, fine fettle, and it's going to stand them in good stead as they continue the push to secure and do battle for that playoff spot. We'll see them going to Regional 1. First game of our Gents 2's broadcast, and well, thank you very much, guys. That was a really good one. Chance just to remind you as well, UDDY TV, well, it might be led by producer Paul and myself, but it's very much supported by our students and all our interns, I guess is the other word we'll use for them as well. So a big thank you to our team for putting this together today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Don't forget, at UDDY Hockey, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter as well. If you want to keep up with us on social media, do the same for Grange. If you're watching from a Grange perspective, they're well worth your support, and a lot of effort goes in from the social media end of things from both clubs, so make sure you see all that gets pushed out from that as well. Enjoy the rest of the day. There is plenty still to come, just not for UDDY TV. Plenty more games to get yourself down to Uddingston Hockey Club for. We've said a lot already. The ladies' fours are waiting to take centre stage. It'll be the ladies' twos at 3 o'clock that follow, and then the gents' three see out the day at 4:30. All that's left really for me to say is thank you very much for joining us here today, and we're going to just show you a couple of the goals from today's week, finish things out. What has been a good afternoon for the gents' twos. They've run out 7-1 winners over Grange threes. Thanks for joining us, guys, and let you enjoy the rest. I'm going to jump off. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.